Well, good morning folks, and welcome to another video here on my YouTube channel. As you can see, I'm off the bike because, well, we've had overnight freezing temperatures and it's a little bit dangerous to be riding today, especially as yesterday was the same and a couple of riders fell off. Not chancing it today. So I'm here instead at Cliffords Country Park. It's about 10 o'clock in the morning. So today what I'm going to talk about in this video, as I'm not riding, well, tell you a little bit about the past week, I guess. So very little commuting, in fact no commuting this week, for a number of reasons really. The weather's pretty pants at first. I've also had my bike checked out, and I thought the bike shop was only open till 6 PM on a Wednesdays, but it turns out it's open to 6 PM every evening. So I waited to get my bike looked at on Wednesday, and I could have popped in there on Monday and Tuesday. So what did my bike have done to it? Well, new gear cables, and I've also had a power meter fixed as well. So I went out on a ride yesterday. It's maiden voyage. Unfortunately though, I didn't calibrate it, so yeah, I did that this morning. It was dead easy once I read the manual. Saturday, went out for a 60k ride with the Tea Garden Cycling Club. It's a bit of a nice, easy social ride to Louth via the valley at Wald-Newton. It was a little bit tricky at times because it was a bit icy and frosty in places, but at least got to manage to get out for a few hours. At this time of year, January and February, I tend to reduce my mileage. I don't want to get an injury this time of year, it's just not worth the risk. So yeah, this time of year I don't really do a lot of miles at all. Although, having said that, I will be commuting wherever possible, and I'm also trying to do my Randoneer Around the Year award as well for this current period of time. So I need to do at least one 200-kilometre ride in January and February. And January's is already done. So, what is it today? It's the 18th, I think, 18th of January, so I don't need to do another long ride until next month, really. I've got a ride planned for the February. I'll pop that up on the screen so you can have a look at the route. I've also got a route planned for March as well, which is kind of a gravel mix, really. I say gravel, it's more just off an off-road cycling route to the waterway. So I'll pop that up on the screen as well, so you can check that out. Pop some links in the description area as well, below the video. Monday and Tuesday, as I wasn't commuting, I got home earlier. So I made a start on the route for the Transcontinental race, which is in July. So really, first job really is to sort out the route I'll be taking from the start in Brest to Roubaix, which is about 800 kilometres away. So I'm looking at completing that in about two and a half days, two and a bit days. As I'm sure you can appreciate, there's a lot of work that will go into planning the route across Europe, and I've got to start somewhere. So I've made a tentative start on the first section between Brest and Roubaix. I want to start the race out quite strong and then just taper it off as the race progresses. It's beautiful this morning. Loads of people out walking as well, enjoying the sunshine. So on Wednesday I took my bike to the shop in Epworth, and then when I got back home I decided to look at the Audax UK website, and I've booked myself on loads of events for the first half of 2020. I think there's 10 of them in total. 9 of them I was able to sort out on PayPal. The last one is called Everybody Does Skeggy, and I've got to write a good old-fashioned check and send it in the post on that one. So hopefully that'll get done in the next couple of weeks, get that sorted. I actually forgot until I got reminded yesterday when I went back to a friend's house for a coffee. I actually signed up for the Fred Whitton about a couple of weeks ago, and luckily I've still got a spot in my calendar. So I'm waiting for the ballot, which takes place tomorrow, to find out whether I'm going to be riding in the Lake District in June. So fingers crossed, I will know this time tomorrow whether I got in for that one as well. Fred Whitton. Great day out that one would be, up Rhinos, Hard Knot Pass, Newlands, and a few other great climbs throughout the Lake District. So as regards to my calendar, I'm really lucky able to fit Fred Whitton in, assuming it goes ahead, because my calendar is absolutely jam-packed for this year in preparation for the TCR, the Transcontinental race. So I'm going to be riding throughout the British Isles really, and first non-Audax sort of ride is in April. I'm going to go up to Scotland straight from work on a Friday to the Western Isles, and hopefully, if the weather's okay, the conditions are right, I'm going to ride the Bar. So yeah, that is going to be a great ride, I'm sure. I was just looking on the Strava segments this weekend, just to familiarise myself again with the climb up there, and went on Street View as well, and wow, it looks amazing. Amazing place to ride your bike. So that's one to look forward to in well, April, so early spring. So I don't think I've yet to mention Everesting and my plans for this year. I was initially considering going up Home Moss in the Peak District, but I've since been speaking to Kevin Dawson at Jay's Cycle Shack, which is a bike shop just around the corner from where I'm staying at the moment in Epworth, and he suggested I have a look at Foggart Lane, which is not too far from Bakewell. So I'm going to do a bit of a recce between now and the attempt, which I don't know when that's going to be, to be honest. Just heading down the South Beach at Cleethorpes towards Humberston Fitters. Then I'm going to head up Southsea Lane back into Humberston. Beautiful day, look at all these people out. I suppose it's times like this I would wish I had a mountain bike, but to be fair, it's not very often. It's frosty and icy, and you can't bike safely on the roads, so probably wouldn't get much use, wouldn't get much love really. That way, I think. It's been about a year since I've actually been on the beach. I was on my Festive 500 in 2018 when I went down to Cornwall. I've also decided that I'm going to rejoin the gym. Last time I went to the gym was well, first half of last year on the run up to PBP. Stopped going in July when I got a new job. Up to that point I was going to the gym twice a week, sometimes 3 times a week. It's a bit of a perk of the last job really, free access to the gym, so I used that to its full advantage. So I need to get back into gym life again, some local gyms, and see find out well, A, where I'm going to go, what amenities and facilities that the gym have got. Right down the bottom now along the beach, that's Humberston Yacht Club over there, and I am absolutely roasting. Don't know why, because it's not that warm. It's just, I don't know, just so warm-blooded. Scarves off, gloves are off, coats off, just t-shirt, arms out. It's been a long walk. Probably done about 8 miles by the time I get back home. I think there's a public footpath at the entrance to Thorpe Park, which will allow me to get to Southsea Lane. Just walking along St Anthony's Bank here in the Humberston Fitters. I used to play around here as a kid. I'm sure there used to be like a miniature train station here and a line, because I used to muck about as a kid, you know, trying to get the train running again. Managed to find myself onto the public bridleway leading to Southsea Lane and the golf course at the bottom. I forgot there was a public bridleway all the way along here. Just coming up to Southsea Lane, there's the farmyard. If anybody wants to check out this path today, this is it, the NCN 1110, and that's where I'm going now. And I get to ride around here a couple months a year. Months of the year. Well, I try and ride around the walls as much as I possibly can, but it's on my doorstep for a couple months of the year. Well, that's it from me, folks. Great to see you again. Hope you enjoyed watching this video. I shall see you in the next one. Hopefully that I'll be back on the bike again. Fingers crossed. Weather dictates what happens this time of year, doesn't it? So for me, take care. Have a good week. Got any questions? Pop them in the description area below the video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel as well. It's great to have you on board. And when you subscribe to my channel, it helps me keep putting great content out there. It's a great motivator. So yeah, see you again soon. Bye bye. Time, it's a scary thing. Flies by. Must be about 30 years since I walked down here, or more likely on my mountain bike.